friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tasha, aka Miss Kif, and this is a continuation of my van vlog. So I just wanted to give a little bit of an intro before we get into the next part, just because I feel like my edits haven't been the best lately. There haven't been enough narrative. It's been a little bit challenging to balance van life with my part-time digital marketing executive role with my freelancing and university. It's been difficult to I've been trying to aim to at least get one video a week out, so my sincere apologies for the edits, and I just wanted to give you a little bit of a narrative as to where we are in terms of the video going forward. So the previous video, if you have not seen this already, I landed up taking my van on the first trip away through to Cotswolds, and then I made up with my friend from North Yorkshire, and it was brilliant because we both had dreamt of having a van in 2020. She was actually October 2020, I sat with her where she was busy looking for her van, and I think she just made the purchase, and I was going off to South Africa to come back, and I said, look here, we're going to go on adventures together, and we're going to be able to take the vans out, you know, that dream space. And the fact that we achieved that this year, it was a little bit of a massive milestone for both of us, really. I just wanted to put it out there to give you a bit more context of how amazing this was. And I feel like with us two kind of camping together, we both take camping to the next level. So it was really, really cool. She got to see my van, I got to see her van she's been working on for like just over a year now, and I feel like, oh my goodness, I want this and this and this and that. So we got to bounce off ideas from each other. And what was really cool is I took her to the Brecon Beacons, which is one of my favorite places in like Wales / the world, to be honest. And we got to test out like really cool items. We got to just, yeah, you'll see in the video anyway. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but the one amazing thing about the Brecon Beacons is it's between like obviously valleys / mountains, and there was this massive reservoir in the middle, and the wind was so strong that it came through like a tunnel, like a gale force. I don't know, the wind for me is the most powerful thing in the world, and it's so beautiful because it comes like a wave, and I love sound, and I love soundscape. So for me it was just amazing. We never played any music, we just sat there, made a fire, and listened to the soundscape of this crazy, intense, moody, atmospheric sounding storm. And then like it reached up to 50-mile winds that night, and our vans did amazingly, which is really cool. It was good to test out the merch. And then usually the way the wind breaks, so therefore it's this piece, and then you get the backlash of the water. So I couldn't film that, unfortunately, because the camera that I have here that I'm filming on is I'm using the studio camera, so I didn't take any of this. I just had anything on my iPhone. So yeah, I hope you thoroughly enjoyed this vlog, and I just wanted to be a bit more personal because this was more of a trip of us being together, so I didn't want to take away from that. So you're just going to have a little bit of a montage now. Okay. We are at the Brecon Mountains. Wow, look at the sun coming through as well. So beautiful. Oh, so happy, right?
them both on there and then panning up to that.
Good morning. I am having a very slow morning this morning, to be honest, and it's nice just to like slowly wake up, get the day, like start getting the van a bit tidy. That's kind of what I do in the mornings. It's just like start to get the van tidy up everything, put everything in its place. Our plan is to have a hike and do some yoga, whether that hike be up to all the way to the mountain or whether it just be, you know, whatever we can do in the space of time. But my friend has to leave like at lunchtime, and I think I'm just gonna stay until the evening and then go off, because it's absolutely beautiful. It's so tranquil. I think I'm gonna plan like some things for the week here and write it all down. And like, I'm so proud of my van, because yesterday at 5 o'clock in the morning the wind reached 50-mile wind, and we like literally we parked in the tunnel in the valleys with the mountains beside us. So this creates such a force, and it's very quite psychedelic, the wind sounds. So in terms of soundscape, it was just like white noise, really tranquil, so good for thinking, so good for mind clearing, almost like a meditative state. And the water, every time the wind goes through like waves sections where it's like insane and it's like whoa, and then you just like, it's like peace, and then you just focus on the water. So it's like your different perceptions of awareness. It's incredible, and it's difficult to get out of bed, to be honest, because it's so relaxing. And I don't know, I'm just enjoying the relaxation part of it, because my days are filled with such high intensive brain work that it's good just to switch off in a different way. So yeah, so worth it. And like, my friend's van is like, she's been working on it for I think a year, 2 years, sorry. She bought her van 2 years ago. It's just so cool. We're busy, like every time we're like in each other's vans, we're like, oh, I like this, I wish I had this. So we're like making little lists. There's gonna be so many bugs in my van when I leave here, but I don't mind, because I really love the fact that I can open the door. Definitely wanted the headspace to also think of how am I gonna do my next steps with my van. And to be honest with you, it's pretty well insulated as it is, but obviously the condensation is going to be a problem, so all the metal needs to go. Wakey wakey.
Oh, that's a good sound.
So good.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than waiting for doesn't do.
The thing is, for
Where do you think's best?
do you want to go there?
It looks a bit comfier, a bit
Okay.
flatter, but I'm going to time lapse the video.
Honestly, I'm struggling to move. This is insanely gorgeous. So it's like nearly 6 o'clock, I think. I am gonna make some food, watch the sun go down. I think leave in about an hour and a half. The midges are back, so I'm gonna have to close up and just chill outside, I suppose. This is just like the most epic place in the world. It's so hard to leave here, like I'm not even joking. Like I've got work tomorrow, I'm just like, oh, can we just stay here, please? So we've got some like egg fried rice, sardines, apple, onion, ginger, and some soy sauce. Really enjoyed her. Like my friend Rachel, she's amazing. We like really love eating holistic, very well, goodness, etc., etc. And it was nice, really lovely having her because she had all the goodness. I ate really, really well, so I just really want to continue eating nicely. I also want to fill up my hot water bottle, boil some water to put some in the hot water bottle so that I can heat up my bed for tonight. I could easily stay here tonight, but the thing is I have to be at work tomorrow morning and I don't want to drive so far and rush, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to leave this area tonight, even though it's been incredible. Enjoy the sun, really. Look. Like, look at these views. These views are epic. Like, why would you ever want to leave from a place like this? It's just gorgeous. I wanted to talk about, whilst I'm cooking, really like how I've been feeling lately. So it's been definitely, it's been very challenging with the mind, your mindset more than anything. I felt like I was getting a bit negative, just because of the challenges that I was facing. And like, what's really struck me is with one my friend visiting who's had a van for like a year and a half. It just made me like, it boosted my confidence, because it's like, okay, everything takes time, have more patience, and don't allow other people's negative energy to come and disturb your flow. So I feel like this has been like a major reset button for me. Like, nature always resets me. We went to the Cotswolds first, and to be honest with you, like, that's great, but I prefer to be like in nature, like immersed in nature. It's cute to visit towns, like obviously have the best of both worlds, but I feel like to reset my buttons, it's all about just taking it easy, you know, simple things like building a fire, watching the sunset, listening to the sounds. It was really, really awesome. Like, we both just passed out on the sofa. It was amazing. On Saturday night, like, we were just that tired. And now I feel like I know my next plan of action with the van. I had to think about the layout. I had to think about, what am I doing? Where am I going with this? I have to think about wood as well, the heaviness of the van. So there was a lot to think about, and I felt like I have my next steps now, and I feel very happy and grateful for that. But I feel like this is what I needed, and I feel like, you know, this is what I like saved up. This is what I wanted. This is what I desired. This is the dream that I've always wanted. So it's now like the fact that I'm living it and I feel good about it because of that mind space. It makes me feel so happy. Like the fact that I could sit here with my camping chair, have my kettle cooking, watching the sun go down, everything's still in nature around me, no one's bothering me, there's not people chasing me on, there's not like, oh, am I making too much noise, you know, that paranoia. And I feel like that freedom that I have now with something so simple, and I've got like the best hot chocolate in the world, which is all goodness and richness. Ginger, maca, cacao, all those good stuff. Just makes me really happy. Well, sadly, we are leaving this amazing spot. It's been so incredible. I need to try to... the sun is just beautiful. And the midges are back, so good thing we're leaving. So yeah, it's been so good, so amazing. I am actually very sad to be leaving. But it's just more adventures to come, really, isn't it? It's just like one of those things where this is where it all begins. You know, this is just the beginning, really. Of this epic adventure. You know, like, look at it, stunning. Obviously leave no trace or your crap take with you. I need this phone out because I need to go check where I'm going for my next destination. Where's my next home? So Google Maps is taking me exactly where I walked. I went around, and this is like the walk from Pennyfan where I missed the bus for 10 minutes on New Year's Eve, which is pretty cool. I'm like all the memories are coming. I'm like, this is definitely the place. I remember this turning. I remember this. I remember this. How funny. There's the bus stop that I missed New Year's Eve, and there's the Red Cow Inn that helped me get a taxi. How cool.